Wake up, we're going.
Oh.
Welcome back
to Conversations with Chris
and Crystal.
Today
is not TMU review, no.
It's funny though, because we're so in sync.
I know. This is very cool. That's very cool. We're a little weary, but, you know, after the holidays and everything, but yeah, here we are. Okay.
So this month happens to be Slow Cooker Month.
Yeah, and so we wanted to, we're going to follow along with the months. You know how they have many different things. It's
for every month.
Yeah, hamburger month and
ice
dog
cream
month. And every day has a day now, too.
So we thought we'd share with you today some of our Crockpot recipes.
Yes, and show you how we make them. We'll put the recipes below for you. A lot of these are for mine anyway, are online, but I have changed them to work for me, and so I'll make notes of that for you. And we wanted to, and yours is not. Yours is off the top of her head.
Although we did add a little something extra today because we found out
the wrong thing. Yeah, wrong ingredient.
We found out while we were working away that Crystal started to choke because she got a spicy ranch instead of the regular ranch.
The powdered ranch dressing mix, and I poured it in the bowl, and rather than waste it, I dumped it into my her recipe, which I think is amazing. I mean, I think you can add ranch dressing to anything or ranch powder. And then I wanted to make a note: the chicken breast. I did this time. I actually used real chicken breast. A lot of times I use the canned. Just a little easier to, if you have that hanging around, just use it up, and everybody seems to like it regardless. So
it depends on your preference or how
much work you want to
do. I will also be adding to this a little bit of something because my mom is making ham and bean soup for this weekend, so I'm going to put that into our little show here. That's another Crockpot recipe you can do.
Okay. Yep. So we have 4 recipes then today.
Yes.
Okay. So we decided to come up with these 4 slow cooker recipes that we are sharing with you, and we'll get those together and do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're putting together our recipe here, and as you can see, I've rinsed 2 chicken breasts for this recipe, and you will drain and rinse the beans. I have black beans and the white beans, and I'm going to rinse them off, and let's see, and you're going to place the chicken in the bottom of the pot, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. You can see my container right here, and we're going to just set these right in there. And if you'd like to put some salt and pepper on them or do whatever you'd like to do with that, that's just fine. They will cook there in the bottom. And then pour out the rotel. We're going to pour that right on top of the chicken. It's got this is the original blend of diced tomatoes and green chilies. They've got hotter ones if that might be your preference for something like that. And 1 package of our ranch dressing here. Now, I have found that to mix the dry ingredients into a bowl is most helpful to get it to mix in with everything else that's in there. Okay, so moving right along, we have those beans rinsed and drained. Now, these came out of a can, so that's not like we're getting dried beans or anything like that. Putting those in there, and the can of rotel is in there. Okay, so we have our ranch seasoning mix here, which we're going to open. We're going to put the dry goods together. I was also rethinking, I'd already put the beans in. I think because the chicken is laying on the bottom, it's nicer to, because you're going to want to stir in the dry ingredients, it's nicer, I think, to maybe put them in a separate bowl and stir them together with the rotel, with the beans, and then pour that over the chicken. Not the end of the world, close, but no cigar. Okay, so we got 1 tablespoon of chili powder on the recipe. My husband is not a great fan of chili powder, so we will possibly put it down to half a teaspoon of chili powder. I think that'll work. You can always add some more later if you're smelling it and feeling that, hey, I'd like some more chili in there. Chili and cumin, the 1 teaspoon of cumin. and get that together. Okay, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. Again, more dry ingredients here. Yeah, there we go. That's what I do with that. That works out just fine. And so that is the dry ingredients. So you've got the ranch dressing mix, the cumin, the chili powder, and the onion powder, mixing them together here. And then you can sprinkle that over the top. And like I said, you know, you could have mixed it in with the beans that are already in here. As you can kind of see those beans there. I'm just going to sprinkle this over the top of everything here, so that all of our dry ingredients are a part of it. And we are going to put the Philadelphia cream cheese, or cream cheese of some sort, on the top. Let me see here. Okay, so we're going to put this cream cheese on top. And like I said, it would be better if you could stir this in, but again, we're on top of that chicken, so I'm just going to leave it, and then we can stir it later when we take the chicken out. And actually, I take some things and shred the chicken that's underneath. Ta-da, you can kind of see that. And we'll just plop that right on top, sort of, fell down. Let's get it back up here on the top of all of this mound of beans. And that's it. It's usually you cover it with the lid and cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours, and then stir the cream cheese into the chili, and then using forks and whatnot to shred the chicken, and then stir it together and serve.
All right, so I'm going to be making a tuna noodle casserole in the crock pot. Pretty easy. So first things first, I think we'll go ahead and dump in our cream of mushroom soup. If my cats were here, they would be begging to lick the cans. So now we've got our sliced mushrooms. Drain those first. And some green chilies. And the corn. Now the corn I'm not going to drain because we need some more liquid for the noodles to cook. Noodles should absorb all of that. I think I'll leave the tuna water in as well. And if I were at home doing this, my cats would want that tuna water, so.
So you're not going to talk.
Well, I have to. Oh, good. Okay, so now we have the noodles in there, and they should absorb any excess moisture that we have in there. We cover it up with some cheese. It's my garbage bag there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not opening. Ah! All right, so we'll just sprinkle that cheese on top. Cover that up all nicely. And bam! We are ready to cook.
Your mushrooms.
Ooh. Ah.
You got it turned on and everything. Okay. All right, so we've got our chicken here rinsed, and I've patted it dry. I probably should have done that to the last batch, but I didn't, so just so you have an idea of that. And again, this one takes 3 chicken breasts, which first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to take the teriyaki sauce, and I actually have another one that I prefer, but I will make a note of that for you and show you. Hasn't gotten here yet. I ordered some. All right, so we have 1 cup of teriyaki sauce that we are going to coat the bottom of this. Uh-oh.
Is there enough? Donna, Donna, Donna.
Let's turn it upside down. Let's see.
Do you have more somewhere?
I don't think so. Let me double check.
Well, it's probably going to be fine.
I think it will be fine. I think you're right, because it's really the marinade.
It's
the
pretty
marinade
close.
chicken. Yeah, it is very close. Now,
Back to Albertsons.
they're going to be like, what are you guys doing? We should just go in our aprons, both of us, and let's see if I can get any more in there. Just a tish. It's close enough. I'm not in terrible shape, but here. Yay! All right, here we go. So there we have the chicken sitting marinating in the teriyaki sauce and all of the seasoning on top. And now we will cook this for 3 hours on high to cook the chicken. So we will wait.
So that's it for today.
Yeah.
And
I think we got
thanks
everything,
for watching. And
Yes.
remember,
Take care of yourself because nobody else will.
See you next time.
Bye.